time to have Melissa on the show. 장 PD always 늦게 올려요. 왜 이렇게 늦게 올렸어요? 장 PD 집에 가세요. There we go. How you doing? It's always too like 박자 too late.
That's modern.
That's
스타일이에요.
I'm not a singer. I'm not modern. I'm not jazz. I'm 옛날 style. Just to the beats. How you doing?
I am well. Maybe I'm doing better than your intro song right there, but
Yeah.
it's okay. I appreciate the effort. I feel like you have to just commit, just start singing, and then just trust the music will follow.
Right, but I am, I'm very musically ungifted.
I actually remember from 4 p.m. Duo when you would translate the songs and then sing them. So, I mean, personally, I enjoy your lack of musicality because it makes me feel better about not being able to carry a tune in a bucket.
You're also umchi?
Yes.
Are you actually, or are you one of those who just kind of humble brag, like I'm just tone deaf?
No.
And then you belt out a song.
No, it's bad.
Really?
So my husband is very good at singing. So because of that, former coworkers asked both of us to sing at their wedding. And I was like, please don't include me in this. He's a good singer. I am not. I'm not going to feel bad. Just leave me out. But I guess they felt bad. I sang at multiple people's weddings with my husband. The comments were, oh, well, your song seemed to get better from the last wedding. So
being nice.
So bad. Yeah, that's bad. That means I'm bad.
Welcome to the party.
Thank you.
And we have a couple of messages in. You remember we recorded something for the YouTube.
Yes, we did.
100,000 subscribers. 부산아저님 saying 두 분 다 발 억수로 크시대. 이태원 가신대요. We talked about how we have big feet. And so I have to go to Itaewon to buy shoes and you have to get special shoes.
Yes. But the thing is, I cannot even go to Itaewon to buy shoes because I'm 255. Itaewon big size stores 260부터.
So you're in the kind of 어중간한, that kind of
I go to another
area.
country to buy shoes. That's what I do.
Well, there are lots of ridiculous things that we're talking about right now, and that's what this segment is all about. Right?
Absolutely. Yes, we discuss seemingly mundane parts of the average Busan resident's life and break down the ridiculous controversies surrounding them. And of course, we want to hear your views.
For sure. So if you want to get involved, send us a message. Send us to pound 9050, 샵 9050, cost you 101, a KakaoTalk message or a YouTube live message. 부산아저님 is telling us his shoe size.
Yes.
285.
Which is it's a good shoe size because it's
so
common in Korea.
Easy to buy shoes, I bet. 진짜 부럽습니다. All right, what are we talking about today?
Well, several months ago on this segment, David and I talked about slang expressions that we could use to talk like the olden days. And I wanted to reheat those nachos a bit since, in doing my research, I found some British English gems that I want to run by you, Nick.
Good.
And of course, listeners, if you can think of any outdated slang, maybe from your teen or elementary school days, or even further back, parents, grandparents' generation, message those words or phrases in. Teach us.
Yeah.
I want to speak like the good old days. Keep them alive.
Yeah.
I heard like dabong, right?
Dabong.
For the best.
Yeah.
That's an old one.
I like that.
Banga banga.
Yeah, banga.
Right?
People still say banga banga, right? Or is it old? Is it 그 트렌드가 지났어요, 이제?
You can say it.
You can say it, but people will think you are already old.
I hear people don't say 당근이지 anymore. Like 당연하지.
Really?
People used to say 당근, right? Like of course, like obviously.
Right.
But 요즘은
People don't
사람들이
say
그렇게
that.
말하지 않는데요.
맞아요.
Really? Oh,
it's so
no.
clever. It just makes
and
sense.
it's so fun because
I know.
sometimes I just translate it to English and I say carrot,
Yeah, exactly. You can do that.
right?
We're old. So there you
Oh,
go.
man. Okay. Well,
right.
that's a little bit sad. I didn't know about that one. Listeners, tell us other words we're not supposed to say anymore. Okay. So I want to start with the refresher of 옛날 words that were used when you were angry, but it's like polite, G-rated substitutes for curse words, if you will.
Good. G-rated is
G-rated.
Is that a good one or a bad one?
General.
So
General
good for kids.
audiences. Kids can use it. Everybody can use it. And also, later on in the show, anytime you guess 옛날 단어 definition wrong, Nick,
Yes.
I want to use it.
Okay.
Listeners, use it. Feel free.
Okay.
Shameless trolling.
So we're going to be going over G-rated, not R-rated.
Not R-rated.
R-rated is the bad one.
Yes, so G-rated is family friendly. This first one, remember Bugs Bunny?
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
Yes, this one was made famous because of that cartoon, Dagnabbit.
Dang nabbit.
Yes, do you remember Dagnabbit? So you use it when you're frustrated with something.
It's a very American term.
Oh, you don't use this one?
I've maybe sarcastically used it, like, dang nabbit. You're like, oh, gosh, jilly wee. Jizzy wee. What is it? Not
By
that
gosh, by
word.
golly?
By golly. Yeah.
Yes,
that kind of
yeah.
feeling.
It's, like, Dagnabbit, where'd that channel changer go?
But it's so like, it's so like clownish, such a cartoony word.
Well, I mean, Bugs Bunny said it,
That's
so
true.
you know,
He can. Yeah.
So yeah, that's a good one to use. You know,
Okay.
if you're a little frustrated. Now this one's supposedly British English,
All right.
but I know a lot of North Americans use this one sometimes. Oh, by gum.
Oh, I've heard of it.
You've heard of it, but you don't use this in the UK? It's supposed to be British.
Maybe.
Oh, by gum.
If somebody has never said a swear word in their life and they're very proper, they're very good, they don't swear, they don't say bad words, 비속어나 그런 거 하지 않는 사람, maybe they say, oh, by gum.
Okay.
Like, it's the
oh, by
same
gum.
as dagnabbit, right?
But it's more surprised.
Like, 진짜, kind of, isn't it?
So for example, I forgot
sure.
to send a birthday card. Oh, by gum.
I can't say the Korean.
약간 언어인 대을 타는 거예요.
So
It's like, I'm thinking about it.
kind of like,
by gum.
oh,
darn
shucks.
It. Darn it.
Yes.
Oh, darn it.
Yes.
진짜.
Drac.
Can I say that on it? Really? I wasn't using that until now. I thought 나쁜 말인 줄 알아가지고 얘기 안 했어요. 젠장. 예, 그죠. 젠장이란 뜻이랑 가까워요. Yeah. Okay.
We're learning all the
Yeah.
things. We're learning the 옛날 words. We're learning the current Korean words.
Yeah.
So it's if we're doing like a ranking, what is more frustrated? You got Bugs Bunny's Dagnabbit, and then you've got our Oh by Gum.
Oh by gum, I think, I'm not sure because I don't say it, but I think you'd be usable when you're very surprised as well. Surprised and kind of
Upset a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
놀랍고 그리고 조금 진장이라고 하고 싶을 때 oh by gum. 근데 잘 쓰진 않아요. Yeah.
Like if you were trying to put something up on a bulletin board and it kept
Yeah.
falling down.
Oh my
Oh
God.
by gum.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, okay, we need an alternative for calling a person a bad word. G-rated. Kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't know why G-rated sounds so gross. I don't know. It sounds like worse than R-rated.
G, general audiences.
don't-
G means general. You could bring a baby in there.
I think of like G-Unit. Kind of like 50 Cent. Gang.
Now, that's a very different crowd
Okay.
listening to that kind of G.
Yes.
Yes. So if you want a nice, clean, 옛날 alternative for calling people a bad word, you could say they are a nincompoop.
Now, this is a funny word.
Yes.
Nincompoop. It's cute. You're trying to insult somebody, but be cute about it.
Yes.
Yeah, 약간 귀엽게 욕을 할 때 nincompoop이라고 부를 수도 있어요. It's kind of funny. It's a funny word. You can't get angry.
Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like babo or babodul
Yeah,
in
like,
Korean.
바보, nincompoop.
A little lighthearted. Do you use this one in British English?
I mean,
Nincompoop, like your grandparents' generation?
Not seriously. Once
Yes.
again, 약간 비꼬아서 얘기할 때, 좀 재미있게 얘기할 때 nincompoop이라고 할 때가 있긴 있어요. Like when I'm being sarcastic or maybe just trying to be fun. I go, what a nincompoop. Because I'm trying to, 욕을 참고 있어가지고 I'm trying not to swear.
Yes.
So I will say nincompoop. Yeah.
Right? It's like a very polite way to insult people in a non-serious way.
The spelling is Nincompoop.
Yes.
Nincompoop. It's a cute word.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Harmless.
Right? So we've got Dagnabbit, Oh by Gum, Nincompoop,
Yeah.
and all that jazz
Yeah.
at our disposal. You remember that? And all that jazz, etc.
What?
옛날 expression for etc. etc.
People
It
still
was,
say all
and
that
all
jazz.
that jazz.
Hey, 요즘 사람들 그렇게 말하잖아.
really?
I always say, yeah, and all that jazz.
Oh, in the U.S., no. This is like
Really?
very outdated. This is like my parents' generation, like baby boomers. They would say and all that jazz. But I haven't heard anybody in a younger generation say that.
I came to Korea 12 years ago, and I think that's where I stopped being within English society, so I still use the words from 2012.
Okay.
So I still say...
You got a little outdated.
Yeah, I did. But all that jazz I think it's a great term. Like, I like cheese, pizza, lettuce, all that jazz.
See, whenever
ding, ding.
you say that, I just think of the song, and all that jazz. You know that song?
I don't.
It's a song. It's a really old song.
Yeah.
And they sing it. So whenever you say it, it just da-da-da-da. It's in my brain.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So, Nick, I found many 옛날 expressions that are supposedly British English.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell them to you, and I want you to first confirm that they are, in fact, like British expressions from, back in the olden days.
I'm going to guess that 90% of these are just what Americans have made up because it sounds British.
Hey, well, people of the internet said that it's British,
All
and
right,
they've
we'll
got,
see.
grandmothers in different parts of the UK. So let's see. Let's
Okay.
see if it's true or not. You can't always trust the internet. And also, I want you to explain what they mean.
Okay, let's do
Okay.
it.
All right. So, I love this one. If I told you, Nick, your baby teeth are so crooked you could eat an apple through a tennis racket, would you be upset? Is this British English? You can eat an apple through a tennis racket, Nick.
That doesn't sound like an English expression. It just sounds like you're insulting me.
It's supposed to be a...
You could eat an apple through a tennis racket.
Yes.
How does that work?
Well, if your teeth are very, very crooked, I guess they just kind of stick out, and so
Really?
then you're not at all deterred by that tennis racket.
정말로 처음 들었습니다. It's the first time I've heard
Really?
this. First time
Okay.
I've heard this.
Because when I heard this was multiple people online who had said, oh, yeah, my grandmother always said this. My grandfather always said this. So I thought,
Okay.
really, do you just go around, in the countryside of England, very proper cottages, and you say, oh, what a dreadful girl. She could eat an apple through a tennis racket.
That's so
I don't
mean.
know. It's
I hope people in the countryside don't say that. But I can imagine somebody saying it. I feel like someone's just getting creative with their metaphors here. Right?
okay.
You could eat a banana through a spaceship. It sounds like the same kind of thing.
But bananas are very mushy, right? They're
Okay.
very nuknukada. So I don't think it hits the same, Nick, but I do appreciate
All right,
your
well,
effort.
The first time I heard that, we had Daily Scottingham saying, it's the first time I heard all that jazz. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say use it because I use it still.
Yes.
I don't think it's old. I didn't think it was like slang, like where the trend would disappear. I just thought it was part of the English vernacular. So.
Not anymore. Maybe British English, it's still around, but yeah,
Okay,
in
not
North
English.
American English, it's dated.
Okay.
Okay, here's another one. You tell me if this is British English or not. So if I tell you, now this is a variation, and I heard it could be Hoju. Nick, you have a face like a dropped pie.
Where are you
Are
getting
you
these
insulted?
from? Where are you getting these? I think at home you're like, let's insult some. Maybe like ChatGPT, 영국식 욕. Like, I don't know. First time I've heard it.
It's the first time. So this one...
Face like a dropped pie.
Yes,
Splat.
a face like a dropped pie.
It's a mess.
You've got a lot of mincemeat pies. You
Yeah.
recommended pies in the recent YouTube video. So I thought, do you go around to your friends? You said when your friends have a hard time,
Yeah,
you
you
insult
do,
them.
but
And you're like, hey,
Not like this.
why are you crying? You have a face like a dropped pie when you cry.
This sounds like very creative. 누구에게 조금 창의적으로 욕을 하고 싶다면 쓸 수 있긴 할 것 같아요. But like, I would say different. Like,
What would you say?
We do have an expression, you have a face like a ding, but I can't say it.
Oh, is it really bad?
Yeah.
It's a rude one?
Drop pie is so random.
A drop pie.
Okay,
I
cool.
mean,
I guess, yeah. It's like 엉망진창이야. It's like it just splat.
Yes.
터졌어.
It kind of reminds me of, if you sleep on your face and then you get those like pillow marks all
Yeah,
over,
yeah.
you get the random
Yeah,
lines.
yeah.
And that's kind of what it makes me think of. Or if you have like really dark circles under your eyes
Yeah.
or, like running makeup or something, then if somebody might say like, you have a face like a dropped pie.
Wait a minute. I think in America you say, I'm pretty sure I've heard this, you have a face like a horse's butt.
Oh,
That's one.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
말 엉덩이 같은 얼굴이.
Yes. And by the way, if you say that, it's very different from like 강아지상.
Yeah,
or
you're not-
고양이상. Those are cute. Comparing someone to a horse, that's not good.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
I've heard that
People
one.
don't like it.
I've heard that one.
Yeah. So this is apparently Australian.
Okay. The Australians know how to insult for sure. Now, are you just going to teach insults?
No,
We've got a few minutes left. Insults?
I'm not going to do insults all show. We got to make haste,
Okay.
right? That's 옛날 영어 for 빨리빨리. Talk
Make
about
haste.
other things. Okay, so I heard, now this one, if it's not British English, the people of the internet have really led me astray. Please explain what is sky blue pink with purple polka dots and a yellow border. What's that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What?
You just talk.
Can you repeat, please?
It's well, there's many variations, but sky blue pink with purple polka dots and a yellow border. Now, some
You're just
people,
talking about colors and patterns.
so many people, I think, especially a lot of people said like Scottish older relatives,
Okay.
they would say this if something is like so bold, maybe such a bright color that they
Yeah.
think it's ugly or a little bit tacky.
Yeah.
Like they would say some variation. Some people would just say sky blue pink with purple polka dots. Some people would say, oh, it's sky blue pink with a yellow border. They change it a little bit, but it always starts with sky blue pink something, something, something. And allegedly, this is like British English.
What part of
for-
England are you researching from? Like some place in the distant corner, like nobody, like 3 people in a sheep live.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, hey, maybe sheep really like this expression.
I guess I'm not the best source because I haven't lived there for 12 years or so. But I'm pretty sure I'll know this because I hear it, and I've never heard any of my friends or my family say this. Maybe because it's G-rated. Oh, maybe because it's safe for radio. Like I think in real life, people in England they speak with a lot more
Gusto.
거칠게. They speak with a lot more explicitness
Okay. Yes.
than this. I mean, I wish people would talk like this.
Because this is cute and ridiculous.
Yeah, but people don't. And it's the same in the streets when you're walking. You hear a lot of bad words flying about. Same with any country you go to. I think maybe I could see like my grandma back in the day maybe saying something like this, but I didn't hear this phrase.
Okay, you didn't hear. Well, that's very disappointing because the people of the internet, everybody had some grandma or aunt or somebody who said this.
Yeah.
You got to check with your family members, Nick.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so these ones are easier. These are also British English, but North American English also.
Okay.
So let's have a translation of these 옛날 words.
Okay.
Starting with frock. What's
Dress.
a frock?
Dress.
Yes.
치마.
And what is the youngest person who would say that in
From
the UK?
1886.
Okay. 1886.
구세기 사람들만 frock이라고 하는
Yeah,
것 같아요.
nobody
Yeah.
says a frock anymore.
If you say a frock, I will automatically think of like 사극, like old,
Yes.
and then Victorian era wearing a frock and stuff. Yeah, these days people don't say frock.
Yes. Good. What
Yeah.
about, so this one's much newer, 70s, bell bottoms.
I assume like flared trousers.
Yes.
It is?
Yes, it
Okay.
is. Yes,
The shape
flared
of a bell.
jeans. Yes.
그 종 모양이죠. Yeah.
Right. So bell bottoms, that was 70s. And then in the 90s, it became flared jeans.
Flared. That's what I know. Flares.
Yes.
Okay.
And then yoga pants. So yoga pants, this was a Y2K word, and now Gen Z has changed it. What's yoga pants
So
these
wait,
days?
are yoga pants the skin tight ones that a lot of ladies wear?
Yes,
for sports?
especially famous in Canada. They're tight, but the bottom, very similar to bell bottoms.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know what they look like.
What? Oh.
I've heard Americans say yoga pants,
Mm-hmm.
but I would assume they're like tracksuit, but no, like leggings.
Yes,
Are they
but
leggings?
they are flared leggings now with the Gen Z. Flared leggings.
Okay.
Okay, and this last one, again, it's supposed to be British English, and I seriously doubt that you've heard this, and
What?
I'm disappointed in advance.
Okay, what is it?
What's a running pig?
Now, this sounds like an insult.
that.
For someone very ugly.
No, it's related to clothes.
Oh,
a
good.
running pig.
Thank goodness.
Yes, it's not. Hey, look, it's the running pig. Wait, isn't that Nick?
That's so mean.
No.
Exactly. That's so mean. I mean, I hate that I thought of that.
If you have to choose, you got a face like a dropped pie or you look like a running pig. Which one would be better?
These are insulting even without swearing.
No, a running pig, it's fashion. You have no idea?
Really?
Running pig. It's supposed to be imagine it's early morning, you're tired, you're trying to button your dress shirt, but you mismatch the buttons. And so then all the way down your shirt, you're like one button off. That's supposed to be...
That's a running pig?
A running pig.
I have never heard that.
British English. It's so
엄청
cute.
옛날인가
I
보네요.
really wanted this to be something that, like, your grandmother would say, "Oh, dear Nick, you have a running pig on your shirt. Please fix it."
I assume if my grandma looked at me and said, like, running pig, I think she's telling me to lose weight or something.
We have very different grandmothers.
I've scored a 0 on this British test, so thank you very much
You
for
got
that.
frock.
I did.
Well
That
done.
was okay.
You got that one.